Let's begin today's Vanguard news with 2 cards for Dragon Empire and EZBT02 because I'm sleep deprived due to technical issues at home and can't make 2 separate videos today. Drag Ritter Ashad while on rearguard during your turn. Gets 5k power for each of your opponent's rearguards retired this turn. If you have a grade 3 or higher Triumph Dragon Vanguard. And while on rearguard, your opponent's rearguards in the same column as him cannot move to the Guardian Circle or other rearguard circles. If you have a grade 3 or higher Triumph Dragon Vanguard. It's amazing and frustrating at the same time that Bushiroad Road is still supporting the startup trial deck boss cards despite nobody even playing them on a casual level. This might change however as this card hard counters the hostage set orders in DZSS01. Expect Be Heroes Maelstrom and even Michu mains to be on high alert if someone decides to bring Triumph Dragon to a tournament. Drag Ritter Amina when placed on rear guard lets you put a Triumph Dragon card in your drop zone to the bottom of your deck. Then add up to 1 strafe command card from the top 5 cards of your deck. If you returned a card with this ability and you discard a card and she gets 5k power. If you added a card with this ability, I'll give the startup trial deck boss cards one thing, even their rearguard support has a rearguard support. Now if they can actually get a new grade 3 or even grade 4 form, then maybe players would start to care about collecting their cards. In order to keep player retention due to the lack of changes in the current meta, Bushiroad Global has introduced new tournament structures for the next 3 months. For August, players can receive 5 pieces of sleeves featuring the Divine's Anime Season 1 key visuals. The catch is you can only use ride lines used in the first season of the anime. Expect Reziel and Vaga, 2 meta-defining decks, to take up half the tournament attendance, which ironically is what these tournament structures was trying to avoid. For September, players can choose between getting a playmat that either labels them as being very horny or a tier 69 different fight channel membership, as it's your typical constructed cup tournament where you can only ride grade 3 units released in DZBT03. And that's assuming your booster set release is on time in your country for you to actually participate in the tournament, unless you're a filthy pizza box buyer. Shout out to my fellow Filipino players, where we still don't have DZBT02 in our country, and yet DZSS01 is supposed to release today. And for October, players can get a Poppy critical trigger and win a Poppy playmat, of which Bushiroad's website provided a high resolution scan without any watermarks that you might as well print out as a custom playmat if you don't win. However, this Yume no Kasho Cup tournament only allows Lyrical Monasteria or Bang Dream Nation decks, which is basically just Japan's Lyrical Cup, but added a collab nation that Bushiroad owns the rights to. October will also bring back Vanguard Day, which at this point should be renamed as Vanguard Year considering how many Vanguard Days we had. Players this time can win a Hickory playmat that will trigger certain groups of people that will keep telling you her age and make you feel awkward for liking her character. Here are the release schedules up to January next year. If you're wondering why November and December don't have anything, November tends to be Bushiroad's break month globally, and December will more likely have DZBT05. Finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the copy pasta ban list and restrictions from Japan, which by this point is 5 months too late. This makes me question why the hell do we even have a different list in the first place? Like someone committing insider trading. Bushiroad Global only announced the new restriction list after learning that Shiranui finally got dethroned, and Shoujo Doji has become the better deck after DZBT03 released, and are only taking measures after learning this, so players would have more reasons to throw money at the set. And maybe players would if we actually get our booster set released on time. And that concludes this Vanguard news without the bullshit. Special thanks to my Patreon members for continuing to support my content creation. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments if your country is also facing delayed set releases.